What's up, guys?
This is Casey and John.
And for those of you that don't know, we are Canadian-born Filipinos that recently made a decision to move back to the Philippines to reconnect with our roots. And today, we're actually going to explore Mall of Asia.
Welcome to our story. Awa awa.
48 hours later.
What's up, guys, and good morning from Pasay, Philippines. Right now, we are at Mall of Asia. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but this store right over here, we're just waiting for it to open so that Casey can actually get her sugaring done. I just learned today that sugaring is exactly or very similar to waxing, but it's with sugar. And you get to eat it after. No, I'm just joking. And today, we just want to update you in the last 48 hours. We apologize for not being able to post for the past couple of days, but it's been really hectic, and we will tell you why in just a second. Let's do a weather check. So right now, it's really beautiful outside. The mall hasn't opened yet. It opens at 10 a.m. The streets are actually still pretty busy right now, as you can probably hear. The weather right now is 29 degrees, which is really warm. It hasn't been too hot in the city. I think it's just because there's been a big breeze for the past week, we've heard, and it's just making everything cooler in Manila. So I don't know what it is in the Philippines. I don't know if it's because of the Filipino weather or if it's just because there's more sun or anything like that. But Casey and I were talking about this. For the past 48 hours, it seemed like we've been in the Philippines for already a week. Clapping our glasses. Alright, guys, so it's just me now. Casey just went in for her sugaring session. She did give me some homework. My role today is to update you guys on what's happening in the last 48 hours. To be honest, we've had a video plan for the past 2 days. We shot some B-roll, we did some talking. Maybe I'll include some in this vlog. But we realized that one, we were super tired, so we didn't really feel like ourselves. And two, we had so much problems that I'll talk about in a second that it kind of put us off in terms of mood-wise as well. So on top of being really tired, as well as things not going our way, it was a really tough 48 hours. Even though it was tough though, guys, we're having a lot of fun here in the Philippines. It's actually really cute because Casey's having a lot of firsts here. She was telling me earlier today that when we were driving to our buffet spot that we were going to last night, right? It was either that or in the morning. She wasn't used to drivers being so aggressive. And I even told her before coming to the Philippines that I was thinking of driving here, and she immediately said after yesterday, John, I don't think you can handle driving here. And honestly, I don't think so either. Guys, I'm walking so fast because I'm not used to vlogging in public that I just want to make it seem like I'm going somewhere, but I'm literally walking in the circle of the inside of the mall right now, Mall of Asia. But yeah, so if it looks like I'm walking fast and looks like I'm on the way to somewhere, I'm actually on the way. I'm going nowhere fast right now. So yeah, after we got off the airplane, we actually had a scare because when we went to go get our SIM cards, the lady who sold us our Globe SIM card said that there was no Grab in the Philippines right now. And we based off our entire trip off of using Grab because we've heard horror stories from other vloggers about like using the white taxi cab or the yellow taxi cabs and how those ones, they tend to take advantage of tourists. So that's why we decided to go do Grab. But yeah, so long story short, we realized that the person who told us that information was wrong and that Grab was open in the Philippines. I don't know if it was shut down for a bit just because of the whole virus thing. But yeah, so we hailed a Grab, and after we hailed a Grab, we went to Mall of Asia. I thought that even though the mall said was closed, in Canada, if a mall says it's closed, I guess it's because there's a subway inside a mall sometimes. Usually the mall is actually open and you can kind of sit down there and relax. So I was hoping that I could actually do that. Turns out when Mall of Asia says it's closed, you can't go inside. So we literally walked with like, I wish we took a picture. I don't know if we have a picture of a video. If we do, I'll put up right now. We were holding like, I was holding 2 big bags. I think each one was about 20 pounds each, let's say. Casey was holding 2 bags that were bigger than her. And we were walking around in the heat of the Philippines. And honestly, because we're used to so much snow, we were just happy that we were gonna lose weight from all the sweating we did in the Philippine heat, in the Philippine sun. After that, our first stop was Jollibee. We went to Jollibee. I didn't take any videos, I don't think. If I did, I'll do a quick video right now. And this was the price that we ended up paying in Philippine peso and in Canadian dollar for our meal there. So yeah, after having Jollibee, this was the start of our problems. We've been trying to contact the venue that we booked through Agoda. It's really good, usually, most of the time. So we booked our Agoda residence. It's a condo apartment that you can rent. And the person, we've been asking for about like maybe a week and a half, maybe, or 2 weeks. I'm not really sure, but it's at least a week. We were asking him if we can check in early. We didn't mind paying, even though we thought the price was a little bit high. He basically said that we'd have to pay an extra 1 night just to check in early. It makes sense though, because you're taking away hours from someone else who could be renting the unit. He said, okay, I'm not really 100% sure if it's possible. It depends on the availability of the place. So we're like, okay, please let us know. 1 day became 2 days, 2 days became 3 days, 3 days became the day before we left for the Philippines. So we're like, okay, maybe it's not available, okay? After Jollibee, we decided, let's go to that place and let's message the guy. Maybe for some reason someone canceled and we'll give it a shot. So we get there, the lobby's really nice, super air conditioned. Casey's not even used to this yet. She thinks she's gonna get sick because of all the air cons. Every single seating place in the lobby has an air con facing the couch, so there's no escaping it. We asked him and he's like, he doesn't get back to us for the first hour. And I think the second hour or the third hour, he says, okay, I'll get back to you. And we ask him, okay, you call us when there's vacancy. And he's like, okay, I'll make sure to call you guys. And long story short, our check-in was at 2. We got there at around 9 or 10. And we didn't even get into our condo until 2:30 because either they were too busy and there was little workers, or there was just minimal workers. We're not even sure. Can't really blame the workers. It made us feel like it wasn't that organized. We knew we were paying more for the location. We were about like maybe 10 to 15 minute, I would say 15 to 20 minute walk away from Mall of Asia, which is a good thing. Little did we know, guys, that the day that we landed here was a public holiday here in the Philippines. I don't know what exactly it's called, but I'll put it right here. But it made it so that a lot of stuff was closed on that day. So the next thing we did was we met up with our wedding planner, Kay. Casey and I haven't had our wedding yet, obviously, but just from how we felt with Kay taking care of us, it's really, word of the day, Filipino word of the day is sulit, which means worth it or bang for your buck. I think that's what it means. But Kay is super sulit with the price that she charged us and the things that she's been doing for us. I would really recommend her. If anybody that's watching this channel or watching us is thinking of getting married, I would really recommend Kay to do all of your stuff. And then after that, we said our goodbyes to Kay, and then we decided to walk around Mall of Asia. And for that day, we thought that a reaction video to Mall of Asia would be a good piece of content. We came to realize that, like, first of all, I don't like shopping malls in general in Canada. So why did I think that I would enjoy shopping malls here? I don't like shopping in person. I'm an online shopper. I always shop online. There's plenty of times where I was like, damn, this place is so super, super beautiful. But we didn't have enough content to be able to create a entertaining video or an educational video for that matter for you guys. So we decided to scrap it. But here's a funny story. That night, we were like, oh shoot, everything's closed. But what if we get thirsty? We need at least some water. That's like coconut water, all that stuff. We were super full because we ate dinner. So Casey was like, okay, let's just try using this Food Panda thing. So we're like, okay, we're brand new to that certain neighborhood of the condo, so we don't know where anything is and we don't want to get lost. So she ended up ordering Food Panda. She ordered a big gallon jug of water, like this. It was huge, like this big. and also a coconut water that we can share between the both of us. And we just realized today that the food panda guy went to the grocery store that's literally 10 steps away from our front door. So the whole night, Casey, like that night, without us knowing that the grocery store was right there, Casey was saying, oh my gosh, John, it's so cheap. All right, so that's the first day. Second day, we woke up and Casey picked a place and we decided to go to another Mall of Asia restaurant. We went to have breakfast at Manam. So Manam, it has, I think, upper scale Filipino food. Specifically, we ate a Filipino breakfast. I think Casey had topsilog, like the traditional topsilog. And because we want to try different things all the time, I actually wanted the topsilog first. But she's like, no, I want the topsilog. I got the sisig topsilog instead. It was amazing. Both of them were really good. I would actually recommend that restaurant a lot, even though it's a little bit pricey for Filipino breakfast. Because usually Filipino breakfast, from what I know, is pretty inexpensive. I also got a calamansi juice, and she got not sure what she got. She got some sort of smoothie, but it was bomb. It was really good. Okay, so the next story is that I was in desperate need of a haircut. I recently got my hair colored by my friend. Shout out to Aisha. But I got my hair colored to light gray before leaving for the Philippines. But I didn't get a haircut. So I decided, hey, you know what? Let's go to this place. This is a Korean franchise, and they look like they know what they're doing, which they did know what they're doing. I give them kudos. But the only thing is, I asked Casey to do a lot of B-roll of her side of things because we were getting our haircuts on opposite sides of the salon. But she mentioned that the person taking care of her, we're not sure if it's because of the language barrier, just because both of our hairdressers didn't really speak too much English. They were Korean, but she didn't really like his vibe. He didn't really make her feel welcome in the salon. My guy was fine. Like yes, he couldn't speak too much English, but he seemed cool to me. But here's some B-roll that we took of the place. It was very professional. I believe it was 800 pesos for Casey and 500 pesos for me. I know that's a little bit upper scale than what you can get a haircut for in the Philippines, but we wanted to make sure that we can get something that we can compare with later. So maybe before we go back to Canada, for when we help with Casey's family business, we can try doing a more inexpensive haircut and see how that goes.